Welcome to another episode of Equine Essentials. I'm your host, Grey Parks, ProTrition Equine Nutritionist. Today, we're talking about feeding your performance and show horses. We're into the summer and spring months now, and it's time for everyone to ramp up their competitive season. And to do that, you want to make sure your horses are being fed to their ultimate potential. When you're preparing your horse for the show season, you want to start by making sure your horse is in a healthy body condition. For performance animals, we want to see a body condition between 4 and 6. Although it's very popular in the show ring to see horses that are 6s, 7s, and sometimes even higher, it's really not healthy for your horse to be above a body condition score of 6, especially when you expect it to perform and to work hard in warm weather. So get that body condition right to the beginning, and then that will help you decide what else to do to manage your horse while you're performing. Horses that are exercising have higher nutrient requirements than horses that are just standing around in the field. They have higher vitamin, mineral, protein, and calorie requirements than their sedentary friends. You want to make sure that the feed that you choose for that horse is going to provide all of the vitamins, minerals, protein, and calories that your horse needs. Now, the vitamin, mineral, and protein requirements of a working horse are fairly consistent whether your horse is an easy keeper or a hard keeper. But an individual horse's calorie requirement could vary significantly, and that's why we have such a wide array of performance horse feeds with various levels of calories included to make sure your horse can get everything it needs. For easy keepers, our Pinnacle balancer is the best choice for those performance horses. A horse in light to moderate work only needs to eat about 2 pounds of balancer per day to get all of his vitamin, mineral, and protein requirements met, which will minimize the calories, sugar, and starch that horse is taking along with its other nutrients. However, if your horse needs more calories than 2 pounds of a balancer can provide, you don't want to just feed more and more balancer trying to meet that horse's calorie requirement. Instead, a high-calorie performance horse feed like Pinnacle Maximize is a better choice. This should be fed to your horse in work at somewhere between 4 and 8 pounds per day, depending on how hard your horse is working and how many calories the horse requires. Our Maximize product contains a lot of oats for good energy for your horse in a relatively easy to digest form, and it's textured for high palatability. But some horses need additional support beyond what their regular feed can provide. And instead of putting all of the possible extras a horse could need in every single feed, it's much more cost-effective and more ideal for your horse to just add those specific extras only for the horses who need it. And that's where supplements come into play. Most horse owners have heard of Outlast. Outlast is a gastric support product that helps buffer acid in your horse's stomach. So I like to feed it to my horses anytime we're going to load up and go ride off the property and while they're at shows. Replenimash is a great product for especially this time of year when it's hot and your horse is working hard and sweating. Replenimash is a beet pulp based product that is designed to provide your horse a full dose of Outlast to protect its gastric health, and also a balanced source of electrolytes to replace what a horse typically loses in 30 minutes of continuous sweating. Finally, we have my favorite product in our supplement line, which is the Omega Match Oil. Omega-3 fatty acids are very important in supporting healthy levels of inflammation in the body, strong immune system, high performance in your horse, and as we have all seen with lots of different fat supplements, beautiful glossy coats, which are very important in the show ring. It's a highly palatable oil compared to a lot of other products. Horses tend to eat it well because it's a little bit thinner, not so thick and kind of gloppy in their feed bucket. So when you're looking at your performance horse and you're trying to decide what to feed, you always want to start with what kind of horse do I have? What's the size of my horse? What kind of work is he doing? And what's his calorie requirement? Does your horse need to lose weight? A ration balancer is a better choice for that horse. Does the horse need to stay right where he is and he only needs a few pounds of feed a day, maybe 4? Pinnacle Versatility might be a perfect option for that horse. Does he have a higher calorie requirement or maybe need to gain weight? Pinnacle Maximize with a high fat content and a high calorie content would be the better choice for that horse. From there, we can spot choose supplements based on any additional need that your horse might have. Thank you all for joining me for this episode of Equine Essentials. I hope you've learned some helpful information to help you get ready to go out there and win in the show ring this summer. As always, if you have any questions, you can always reach out to me through our Facebook page or by email at grey.parks@protritionfeed.com. I'll see you all in our next episode.